going on, everyone? Welcome back to Beer On with Jessie. Um, we actually have a very special episode tonight. We're gonna have our first installment in our new segment, which I mentioned a few episodes back. Uh, this segment will consist of beers that I consider staples or classics, beers that I consider must haves. Basically, I'm getting beers that have been out there for a few years now, for a bunch of years actually. Some of these, they're easy to fucking find, and they're just good beers. Um, so let's go and get started. Let me take this first beer out, pour it into a glass. It's not a review. It's just more of it's kind of like a review, but I'm also just gonna go ahead and talk about it and this segment. So here's to the first episode of Jesse's Staples, I guess, until I find a better name for it. So tonight we're gonna be drinking the one, the only, the classic Sierra Nevada's Pale Ale. Fuck, this beer is fucking good. It comes in at a 5.6% ABV. Again, American Pale Ale. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people will agree, or maybe have the same feelings about this beer. But this was my very first craft beer. I actually had this before I even knew what craft beer was. I had it, and back then it was just something different. I didn't know. I didn't know what a fucking pale ale was. The first time I had this beer was maybe like 10 years ago, 12 years ago, maybe. That's probably 12 years ago. Fuck yeah! So it's been a while. I mean, I've had this numerous times since then, but it's been a while since I first tried something different. This was the very first beer that I had that had hops in it. That was hoppy. That was just not watered down, fucking tasteless. This was the first one for me. That's why I chose this beer to be the first one in this segment. Let's go and put it into a glass, guys. So yeah, fucking beautiful. Look at that. You can never get tired of this. If you go to the right places, you can probably get a 12-pack of this for like $11.99. You gotta look for it, but you'll find this for pretty cheap. So yeah, another reason why I chose this beer. No, so yeah, this segment. I want the segment to be beers that I personally feel that any beer drinker or anybody who wants to take beer seriously needs to at one point or another have these beers. If you haven't already, highly recommend picking this up. If you're trying to get more into craft beer and you haven't had this yet, pick it up. It's a classic. Anybody that wants to get into it should really have this in their arsenal, in their collection of beers tasted. This is something you guys need to try. American Pale Ale. Oh, yeah, Pale Ale, but you're in Nevada. So yeah, I might be talking a little fast because I'm trying to make this a fast video. So let's go ahead and take a look at it, smell it, taste it. Kind of excited again. My first episode in this segment, and I have a lot more. I actually wrote down a list. I literally wrote down a fucking list of beers that I'm gonna have in this segment. And this was obviously my first one. It had to be my first one. It had to be fucking Sierra Nevada, man. I fucking love these guys. So check that out. Beautiful color. Look at that color, man. Can't get tired of this. This was my go-to for a while too. It was my go-to for a while. Next, start drinking other stuff. But whatever. Fucking, that aroma. I mean, you can't get tired of the fucking aroma. You got a nice pine aroma. Slight citrus in there. It's not strong or dominant. But it just smells really good. It smells really hoppy. It only has 37 IBUs, which is not that high in the bitterness scale. I mean, it's only a pale ale, right? It's not an IPA. But yeah, it's a classic, guys. Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. I love the green color on this, by the way. I fucking love the green color on it. I don't know what the fuck it is about it. I love it, man. Salud. Again, the IBUs on this are not that high, but it's still slightly bitter. that slight bitterness to it. It's actually kind of smooth. Oh, not smooth like goes down like water, but it's easy drinking. It really is. Every time I drink a pale ale, it always goes back to this. Well, in my head, for me personally, I always compare it to this. Why? Well, probably because it was my first one. It was my very first pale ale. So one thing that came after it was always just kind of compared to this. I hold it very high. This may not be the best pale ale in the market. I'm not saying it is, but it's really fucking good, and it's something that can be easily found. And for fairly cheap. You're not gonna break the bank buying this stuff, which is fucking great. That's always a good fucking. That's always good. Again, fuck yeah. Fuck. Always a pleasure. So yeah, I mean, this little segment, they might not be reviews. They may just be little announcements. I mean, Sierra Nevada's been around for fucking years, and so has this. Obviously, this is a classic. It really is a classic. Anybody who's really into beer knows this beer. They know fucking pale ale by Sierra Nevada. They've had it numerous times, and if they haven't, they should. I mean, it'd be kind of weird if you haven't. If you really consider yourself a beer enthusiast and you haven't had this, that'd be kind of. I find that kind of weird, personally. Fucking great beer. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this episode. Again, I just kind of want to get you guys what's that word? Acquainted, right? No, familiar. I want to familiarize you guys with beers, that aren't just fucking one-offs. That aren't just available once a year. The beers that I'm gonna have in this segment are gonna be year-round releases, can be found pretty much anywhere, and are just fucking good beers, classics, beers that I feel everybody should try at least once. Just fucking drink it. My first one. So yeah, this opened the doors for me. Really good fucking beer, and I kind of got into other hoppy beers because of it. Because I tasted it and I was like, fuck, what is this shit? This is different. It actually has fucking flavor. It has aroma. You know. So I slowly started getting into more stuff, more beers. Mostly the hoppy stuff, obviously, because of this guy. And then from there it just kind of grew into fucking wheat beers, stouts, fucking sours, right? Barrel aged stuff. So yeah, pick this up. I highly recommend picking this up. Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, available pretty much fucking everywhere. They just opened a fucking brewery in is it North Carolina? I think it's North Carolina where they just recently opened. Yeah, it is North Carolina. Mills River, North Carolina. So they're available fucking throughout the country. Well, in most of the country, I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. So yeah, thanks again for tuning in, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this short video. I'm hoping it's a short video. I don't know how long this took. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed drinking this classic fucking American beer. I will see you guys in the next episode of the segment. Keep an eye out for this segment. Keep an eye out for more beer reviews. I have Q&A, on location videos. We're fucking busy. Good night. Salud. You can't just have one. ¿Por qué no los dos? Yeah. Fucking beautiful.